Yeah, back again. Video number 5. One thing I forgot to do is show you what we do here. Okay, what I'm doing here, I've cut the steel to the right size to fit in that place there. That's what I showed you right at the very beginning. And what we're doing is getting ready to drill holes. Now I'm marking holes. Now the engineer has on the plan a hole every 600. Okay, I work with many engineers around Brisbane, and you guys, wherever you are in the world, will have your own engineers. Now our wind code says, or the engineer says, after allowing for wind codes and strength on the beams and all the spans and everything, that we have 1 every 600. Now I know some engineers out there come from the same school, say 1 every 900. I also know some engineers that have 1 every 450. There are cases where they're actually moving up a grade, so we try and work with the toughest engineers I meet. So if we satisfy them, then we satisfy everybody. Now that means that in some cases, or soon, we'll be going to every 350 for a bolt. So right at the moment we're going to go, as I always do, a bolt every 450 mil. Now also we put 2 in either end. The reason why we put 2, most guys only put 1. I put 2 because 1 bolt allows this beam to sag once we let the pressure off. 2 bolts means that beam will, in most cases, stay up where we bolted it off on. Okay, because we're not bolting, as you see, many of our steel beams are not bolted yet. But I do have 2 bolts. Okay, so there are 3 bolts. 2 bolts on that front one there. We have 2 bolts at either end, because it tends to keep the steel beam up where I want it. 1 bolt doesn't. Alright, it just lets it sag and sag up to 10 mil. And I don't want it to stay sagging 10 mil, I want it to stay up so I can weld it off. Or have somebody else weld it off. So Frank has our magnetic welder, magnetic drill. This is a little hole maker, a little German made drill. They cost about 950 bucks. That's our latest one. My other one's in for service. It's got a few things that is wrong with it. It's up towards 9 or 10 years old. And he's going to drill through that. A lot easier with a hole maker. I bought the hole maker because that way I can get any labour I have able to drill a hole through steel. I used to do it all by hand with electric drills, and I was one of a few that could actually hold on to the drill without snapping drill bit or having problems. If you don't hold on to it correctly, you're not heavy enough, you tend to spin around the drill bit like a helicopter blade, because the drill bit bites and then the drill starts turning. You have to be strong enough to stop that. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a problem with the magnetic release. It has an automatic switch. If it doesn't get enough magnetic attraction, it automatically turns off. That's due partly to the paint I use. It is a thick paint, a 2-paper epoxy, so it's nice and hard. And good insulator. Anyway, we've got that. I did go finish bunching this beam up, 1 every 450. Now we also do offset. So what we have is a 90 mil bearer, or 95 mil bearer. So we come down 70 to the first one, to the centre of the first one, and 45 to the centre of the second one. And we offset it, zigzag all the way down the beam, alright? That way we're catching the steel beam, or the timber beam properly. Alright, enough rambling. Talk to you again soon. That should be the last one for that one. Okay, that's our series on how to install a steel beam. Okay, talk to you again soon. Bye.